case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In a closely watched 2019 Supreme Court case, Kisor v. Wilkie, the traditional practice of courts deferring to an agency's interpretation of its laws, known as the Auer deference doctrine, was called into question. Under this doctrine, courts were to defer to an agency's interpretation of its own ambiguous regulations if it reflected fair judgment and expertise. Controversy around the Auer doctrine, however, was growing, with critics arguing that it violated the separation of powers and undermined the rule of law. The case originated from a dispute involving James Kisor, a Vietnam War veteran who sought disability benefits from the Department of Veterans Affairs. Kisor's benefits were initially denied, only to be granted years later when it was agreed he suffered from PTSD. However, the VA only offered benefits dating from his most recent application to reopen his claim, not from his initial application. It was in this context that the Federal Circuit erred in hastily applying the Auer deference doctrine without thorough consideration. In its verdict, the Supreme Court emphasized that Auer deference still plays an important role in interpreting agency regulations. However, its application should not be automatic, but limited. Justice Kagan, who delivered the opinion, added careful qualifications. Auer deference should only apply where regulations are genuinely ambiguous and the agency's interpretations are authoritative and reasonable, reflecting expertise-based and fair judgment. The court also rejected the argument that the Auer deference doctrine runs contrary to the Administrative Procedure Act's, APA's, Section 553, which mandates agencies to follow specific notice and comment procedures when issuing or amending legally binding regulations. They ruled it to be consistent and even placed additional limitations on courts' deference to agency interpretations, making it more harmonious with the APA. While the case did not resolve Kisor's dispute regarding his denied benefits, it did establish significant guidelines for future application of the Auer deference, which critics argued had become increasingly problematic due to the expansion of the administrative state. The court stopped short of abandoning the doctrine as some justices like Gorsuch suggested, but its decision did bring forth important changes to how agency interpretations are viewed in the courtroom.
Case briefs and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.